In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys the absolute secret to building your metabolism. If you feel frustrated at your body right now and you feel like no matter what you do, how healthy you eat or how much you work out or how little amount of calories that you eat, you feel like you just cannot seem to be able to lose weight or to get the physique that you want, you just feel like your metabolism is broken. I hear you and I'm here to fix it. I've been doing this method well and truly for over 10 years. It's completely science and evidence backed. This is a non-BS approach. So I'm going to be giving you guys the complete secret. I'm not going to gatekeep here because why would I do that? I just want to give you guys as much value as possible. This is literally what I've been doing my entire life. So I guess some credentials if you guys don't know me really quickly. My name is Jasmine Templin. I'm an online coach, personal trainer, sports nutritionist and counselor. I am a bodybuilder pro as well. I have been competing in bodybuilding since I was 14. As you can see, the many awards behind me. I've got my pro card and all my trainer awards back there as well. So I know a thing or two when it comes to getting a client transformation. So I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of an example of just one of my many clients as a part of Team Absolute Athlete, and just one of my girls who has been working with me, and I'm going to show you her before and after photos, which she has kindly let me use her photos, which I'm very thankful for. And yeah, she has done absolutely amazing. And I get how frustrating it can be when you just look at your friends and you just feel like they can eat whatever they want and still remain slim, and you have to work so hard to maintain a physique that, you know, is still, maybe you have a bit more body fat than them as well. Like, I get how frustrating it is, but there is a way that you can actually reverse diet and build up your calories, and this is what I'm here to teach. This is what so much of my work is about, and I speak so much about reverse dieting because most clients come to me severely under eating, and it makes me sad because, you know, we grew up in a generation that has been taught that we have to be smaller, that we have to eat less, that we have to go for a low calorie option, but actually that is the very thing that has been ruining your metabolism the entire time. So we're going to talk a little bit about this, and I'm going to show you one of my clients here and exactly what we did for her, so you can apply the same principle and do it for yourself. So I just put a few things together really quickly for you guys to see. Now, I do have a separate spreadsheet for all of my clients, which I've showed you guys a really brief screenshot of it, but I obviously can't give you guys like every single personal detail of my client because that would just be invading privacy too much. Anyway, here's my girl Chelsea. Now, we've been working together since the very 1st of January in 2022. So we're now 2025, it's March the 10th. 2025, and this is our starting date, 3rd of January 2022. We have been working together since then. She's been an online client of mine. We haven't had a single break since we started. She's so amazing. She's so hardworking, and just like every single person, you know, you're gonna have those trials that come along the way, but regardless, she still pushed through. So anyway, this is my girl Chelsea when she first came to me. Yes, she's a lean individual, but she was eating very, very low calories when she first came to me. And I've even attached proof of this screenshot here. Okay, so this is the screenshot of her first week of tracking. Now, she came to me eating like 1,300 calories. The first week that I said to her, so her goal is ultimately, like all of us, be lean, have more muscle, look better, build an hourglass shape. And I can tell you right now, we definitely did exactly that. But the main thing is one, she wasn't eating enough. What we need to do in that case is we need to build muscle. And this is regardless of what body fat that you are at, because I'll do more, if this video does well, I'll give you guys more case studies of other clients who maybe have started from a higher body fat percentage, and then we've reverse dieted them, and then we've got them even leaner. Like, I've got thousands and thousands of transformations. So you guys just let me know if you like this video and I'll give it to you guys. I'll see how you guys respond to this video first. So if we want to change our physique, right, we have to build muscle. Okay, so we need to bring that muscle closer towards the skin. That's what's going to give us the look of a tighter physique. Okay, so to build muscle, we need to make sure that we are eating in a surplus, so we're in the most optimal position to be able to build muscle. Now, my beautiful girl Chels, she was not eating enough to be able to build her calories and to be able to build her muscle. So her calories initially, like I said, she was only eating around 1,300 calories, if that, when she first came to me, which can be really common with a lot of ladies who are so conditioned to undereat. So even though her maintenance calories would have technically been higher, and she is a lean girl, so her maintenance calories might not be as much as someone who weighs, say, like 80 kilos, you know, I wouldn't just naturally put her on maintenance calories to start off with, because if she's already been eating that low, me popping her all the way up to what her maintenance calories is going to be far more than what she's used to. So that's why the first week of calories I set her at was 16.95 calories. First week didn't quite hit them, because when you're so used to eating so little for so long, it's going to be quite difficult. This is the exact screenshot as well. Why can't you see the date? Anyway, this is the very first week of tracking and her first check-in that she had sent me. So this is her goal of the 16.95 calories, and this is what she had eaten. The 13.85 calories, which is an improvement, and then obviously we had to keep it there for a couple of weeks until she got used to. Anyway, this is Chelsea now. Like, are you kidding me? Just for reference, this is her before photos. She literally went from hardly any glutes to boom. Incredible, but still such a lean physique. Like, do you see the quad and hamstring definition here? Like, even adductors, the abs, she's got the V-lines, the delts, she's got veins in her shoulders and biceps and forearms, even with her no pump. And I would have showed you the rear photo as well, because the rear photo is absolutely spectacular. The back muscles on her and the glute fullness as well is unreal, but if I showed you guys on YouTube, it would get demonetized, but you guys can imagine, okay? So like, you can just see how far she has come. And now I'm going to show you the calories that she's on now. This is her latest weekly average. Oh yeah, you can see the date here. So 4,667 calories, and she's technically on even more calories than this now. How incredible is that? So not only has she maintained her leanness, she has been able to go from 1,300 calories to nearly 5,000 calories per day, literally from these methods. It's unreal. And this is the kind of transformation I get all of my clients. Like, obviously everyone's so different, but like, it's the exact same process and it's same results, in the sense of we keep our clients lean, we build muscle. So what we want to do if a client wants to build their metabolism is we want to do something called reverse dieting. Now, I have so much information on this, but I'm going to explain it to you guys as well. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit more information first at Chelsea. This is like a very brief screenshot that I took of her spreadsheet that I have on my end. Once again, if I could show it all to you, I would, but this is just like, I'm a data queen. Like, I work so closely with all my clients. I collect all of the data for all my clients. Like, I'm obsessed with numbers. So this is just like from when we first started together to now, and then like just all the information. Just wanted to show you guys briefly, but once again, I obviously can't really show you properly because that would be just too much to show one client. But once again, these were her starting calories. Let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Yeah, that I had set her at, and she was also at a 12K step goal. She was doing more, but I gave her a less. And then now her goal is 4,785 calories, 140 protein, 775 carb, 125 grams of fat, and a minimal step goal. Now, she is really active with work, so she does do a lot of steps. But by the way, guys, she's on no cardio. She doesn't, my girl Chelsea, I have not prescribed her any cardio, like, ever. It's literally just, we've been reverse dieting her since 2022. So to go from like 1,300 calories to 5,000 calories, you know, we haven't had a single dieting phase since, which is amazing. Okay, and you can imagine just how scary it can be when, you know, you're already quite lean and you've been told your whole life that you have to eat less and, you know, to change your body and to look as good as possible to eat less, right? Like, that can be really scary. But to actually trust the process and go, no, like, I'm sick of undereating, I'm always hungry, I'm fatigued, I'm not building muscle, I'm not building the glutes I want. It can be scary, right? To do something you've never done, and it's so easy to think, oh, it will never work for me. But look what happens. And she's completely natural as well. All my clients are completely natural, no enhancements. I work very heavily in the natural bodybuilding community, so like that's like my niche. If you don't know me, I'm like really well known in, not to my own horn or anything, but I'm very well known in the natural bodybuilding community for like bikini girls basically. So I'm a bikini pro and swimsuit pro, and I've coached so many girls to win overall titles as well. So yeah, this is like my specialty, is like natural bodybuilding. I'm very passionate about like natural bodybuilding. So yeah, anyway, this is like my client, okay? So one of many. Now I've done like a reverse dieting masterclass in the past. This is actually pretty old. This is, and I thought I would just like kind of bring it up as reference because like I actually happened to have used Chelsea at the time. And you can see this is when she was on 3.2k calories. So this was quite a while ago. Maybe this was like 18 months ago or so, and I hadn't really even pulled it up until like recently. This is like a reverse dieting course that I had ran. It was like a 2-day webinar, but I'm just gonna like go through it briefly with you guys for free, and let's do it, okay? I'm just gonna kind of skim through it because I just want to give you this information as quick as I possibly can. But I've showed you guys what's possible, and I want to kind of give you guys a little bit of insight in terms of what's most important. Okay, so reverse dieting, we want to restore metabolic rate. So our bodies are very adaptive. So whether we're in a dieting phase, your body will adapt to those calories over time. Just like when we're in a build phase, your body will adapt to those calories over time as well. So that's the amazing thing about metabolism, is that even though you've been under eating your entire life, we can actually build from that as well. So don't feel like, oh, I'm just stuck, this is just how my body is. Well, chances are you're probably like that, because the average female goes on their first diet at 6 years old. I know that's really, really sad, but it's true. And we've been restricting our whole life, especially as women, and guys can be the same as well. A lot of guys come to me under eating as well. And the great thing is that we can build on that. But for someone who's been dieting their whole life, yeah, it's probably going to take you a little bit of a slower approach than someone who has never dieted and had a really healthy relationship with food. Okay, who should reverse diet? Obviously anyone who wants to build up their metabolism, who feels like they have a broken metabolism, who wants to eat more, who wants to build muscle, who wants to look better. What are the benefits of reverse dieting? Eat more food, have more energy, decrease food focus, be in tune with hunger and fullness cues, build more muscle, better training performance, better recovery, increase libido, make future diets easier. Probably not going to get too increase in this. So first, what I want you to do is I want you to learn about flexible dieting and counting macros. Now, if you don't know what this is, I recommend going and watching some of my videos or listening to my podcast. I'll link a few different resources that's super helpful and straightforward for you to listen to completely for free. I'm not selling you anything as a result, but at the very least you need to learn tracking calories and counting macros. You can literally just use an app like MyFitnessPal, okay? And from here, what I want you to do is work out your TDEE. Now, I've actually got a ebook on this. I'll send you for free completely as well. So this is what it looks like. It's absolutely amazing. I've got a lot of information in there. You can work out your BMR, and I've got like the calculations and everything on here as well. So I go on and explain like flexible dieting. So I'll send you this for free. Just comment me your email and I'll send this right through for you. But this is a really, really great resource. So comment below and I'll send you guys this. Now, what is reverse dieting? Reverse dieting is the process of increasing your calories over time. Okay, so the goal always is to keep a client as lean as possible whilst building their calories as high as possible. That is to build up their metabolism and once again put them in a more optimal state to be able to build muscle. Okay, and what do we do after a dieting phase? So let's just say you've done your diet, you look and feel amazing, we got you your abs, no problem, that's easy. Then what? You can't just go back to how you were eating before, because you're going to gain all the weight that you had lost plus even more. What we need to do is we need to have a structured plan, and that is reverse dieting. Once again, reverse dieting is pretty much doing the opposite of dieting and just slowly adding in your calories over time. So can I just eat intuitively? Intuitively meaning just like eat when I'm hungry, so when I'm full after dieting? Well, actually you can't, because as you can see, this graph here gives you a really great representation in terms of what can happen after a dieting phase. Okay, so reverse dieting, as we slowly increase your calories, will help to increase your metabolic rate whilst keeping your weight relatively the same after that dieting phase. Okay, so you know, you do that dieting phase, you get these markers down, great. Our goal is to maintain that weight. You might not be as low, but we can maintain pretty closely if we're reverse dieting properly. And we're increasing your metabolic rate and your calorie intake, which is so important. But if you just go back to eating how you were before, you're going to gain all the weight that you had gained, that you had lost, plus usually even more, and then your metabolic rate, aka your metabolism, is in a worse off spot than what it was previously, and then you're like, oh my god, I look even worse than before, and then now I just have an even worse metabolism. Like, that is the last thing that you want to do, and this is where a lot of people go wrong, is that they get themselves in that yo-yo dieting cycle. But all you need to do is you need to execute your fast phase, which actually can be really easy when you have the correct methods, and then from there, then you want to do your reverse diet. Now, when it comes to increasing your calories and your macros, so your macros are your protein, carbs, and fats, okay? If you know flexible dieting, then this is going to make sense to you. And if not, once again, go listen to those resources first, then come back to this video. So from there, then you're going to want to increase your calories, even as small as you possibly can. 40, 50 calories of an increase per week or fortnight. It's so important that you do an increase with it's so important that you're taking your progress photos before deciding what increases to do. Don't just go by scale weight. Our scale weight, especially as women, we're going to fluctuate a lot. So it's so important that we are monitoring your progress photos. We are tracking your weight if you feel comfortable. So what I like to say to my girls is I would rather you either weigh yourself not at all or at least 4 to 7 times per week, just so we can track those low and high fluctuations over time, because we will fluctuate and we want to track that trend. Only if the client feels comfortable. If not, don't worry. Progress photos is more than enough data for me to be able to overlook, which is once again where a coach's eye can come in handy as well, just to be able to really oversee absolutely everything. Okay. Once again, what should I eat whilst reverse dieting? My biggest tip that I can give you is don't overcomplicate it. The foods that you're eating in your dieting phase or beforehand, just eat that, but eat bigger portions of it, okay? Keep it simple, keep it similar to what you would normally eat. Enter your main meals first in your MyFitnessPal, and then enter in between with your snacks and fill in between. Okay, sorry if the internet isn't great. I don't know why it's doing that, but anyway, there are a whole bunch of methods, especially when you're working with a coach, where we can implement things like carb cycling, and you might hear these terms, and reverse diets, refeeds. Don't worry about those for now. Like, genuinely, if it was important, I would tell you, don't worry about it for now. You don't even need, you can go through an entire reverse diet and not do these things. Okay, this is just, once again, examples, and once again, I do so much attention to detail with all of my clients. I'm like such a picky coach. I like to just overanalyze all of my data. So once again, this is just me being like probably too onto it, but it depends on the client and who we do it with. Anyway, okay, once again, implementing these strategies for yourself when it comes to your reverse diet, if you want to build up your metabolism, okay? So, setting yourself up for week 1 of your reverse diet. Create a spreadsheet for yourself like this. This is something similar in terms of what I do for my clients. I do have a far more complicated spreadsheet that I also use for my clients as well. But for you, this is absolutely perfect. Okay, so putting your date, your weight, rating out of 10 in terms of adherence, and then your calories for that week. Now, once again, start off small and keep it similar to what you were at. Have a full week of consistency, monitor your changes, and make increases from there as needed. Obviously, take your progress photos, adhere to protocols for a week, and then make sure you're hitting within 50 calories. So if your goal is, say, 2,000 calories, you can hit with like 2,000, you can hit 2,050, or you can hit like 1,950, like within 50 calorie radius, either way, okay? Check in with yourself each week and slowly increase as you feel comfortable to do so. Keyword, as you feel comfortable to do so. And once again, this is where a coach's eye can come and handle, just having a second set of eyes where you can be completely unbiased with yourself as well. I make changes to protocols with my clients most weeks, but if you don't need to do an increase that week, that's okay. You can hang those calories as is. But what's most important is that you're keeping yourself accountable. If you can't keep yourself accountable, then hire a coach. Like, that's what I do. That's literally my work. And honestly, like, we value things that we end up paying for. It's like I mean, we've all probably heard of this anyway, but the amount of case studies that's out there about, like, you know, if you were to give someone something for free, they're not really going to value for it as much in comparison to, like, if they're paying for a service and how much they're going to value and adhere to it, and the accountability and the correlation between that and actually paying for a service. So sometimes even just like paying someone for the accountability, not to mention obviously all the knowledge that you do get, like, just the accountability is massive. If you struggle and you have those thoughts with yourself, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be increasing, or I'm not too sure, and you want to take the guesswork out, then send me a DM, you know, just like, literally, this is my work, this is what I do. But I've got you can even book a free consult call with me. I'll leave the links below anyway. If you have any questions, let me know, but you can even just book a free 15-minute, no obligation consult call with me. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm so happy to help and answer any other questions. But like, this method does work of reverse dieting. It is the absolute secret and holy grail. It's how I get my thousands and thousands of physique transformations. If you guys have any questions, let me know. This is me and my incredible clients, love them so much. But take your time. Reverse dieting should be a slow process. As you saw for my client Chelsea, 2022 to 2025, 3 years in the making. Okay, obviously we got our calories up like pretty quickly as well. Like, within the matter of, say, like 12 weeks of us working together, she was on well over 2,000 calories, like, well and truly. But, you know, these results don't happen by accident. They come from tracking data and calculations. Like, this is what it comes down to. Like, you cannot guess your way here. I cannot emphasize that enough. And this doesn't come from dieting. This doesn't come from eating less. There is a better way. You just have to trust in your coach. You have to trust in the process of reverse dieting. If you want something that you've never had, you have to do things that you've never done before. And that's reverse dieting. Like, you cannot complain that you have a bad metabolism and you're not growing muscle if you've never gone through a reverse diet. I can absolutely guarantee you the reason why you're not where you're at, where you want to be right now with your physique goal, is because you haven't spent enough time actually building. And yes, it might be comfortable. Yes, it means you have to put your dieting phase on hold, but you're going to ultimately look leaner in the future. You are going to build more muscle. You're going to be able to eat whatever you want. You're going to be able to stop feeling hungry 24/7, and it will be the best thing you ever do. This is what my work has revolved around. This is what I've helped thousands of clients do. So if you want to work with myself, or if you even prefer a male coach, I've got male coaches on the team as well. Happy to help, happy to answer any questions. And yeah, if you want this ebook as well, it's a big ebook, like, you know, it's 20 pages. Just comment the word, if you're on Instagram, you can comment the word diet, and if you're on YouTube or whatnot, just comment your email and I'll send this on through to you. And you can have a little bit of a read through. If you don't want to work with me and you're not ready, then you can work out your numbers and then go from there. But I'm here to help. If you guys have any other questions, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, let me know, and I can do more case studies as well, my other clients as well. But I love you guys. Make sure to subscribe. Check me out on Instagram at JasmineFitness, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!